What's up guys and welcome back. We're going to do another breakdown of my date on the Playing with Fire channel. So what I want to do is just show you some easy step-by-step and techniques that you can follow and use in your next interaction, whether it's an actual date that you have with a girl or someone that you met through your social circle on the street, whatever it is. Some simple steps to build some more attraction. Thanks to Alex from Playing with Fire for having me on the channel. If you want to see the full speed date uninterrupted or other content, go check it out. Otherwise, I am Marcus Wolf, an international dating and sex coach. I help men in and out of the bedroom to be the best versions of themselves so they can attract and get the types of girls they want and deserve. Let's crack into it. We're gonna have a look at their dates today with Kate and Sky. They're interesting, they're a lot of fun, and I think there's a lot we can learn. So let's dive in.
But yeah, so do you want to do both girls? You want to do one at a time? What are you thinking?
Oof, let's do both. It's always more fun.
How about this? So, since you're our celebrity guest, let's do both, and then I'll give you like 5 minutes with each one separately.
Oh, but I don't even have to choose. That's perfect.
Wow.
All right.
I'm gonna take myself off.
All right, yeah, I always love choosing. I've done this twice now. I think choosing the group is always better, as I explained last week. It creates more of a chasing vibe from the girl. Right, they're gonna have to compete over me a little bit here.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Sky, I like it. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I watched the last one and I was like, "Fuck, Sky seems really quiet." And now you're like, "All right, let's go." Yeah, you seem so chill.
But I
like
think
the
chatting
energy.
with people's like pancakes. The first one's always kind of like lumpy. The next one, the pan's hot, ready to go.
Ah, I like it. So I'm the hot, ready to go pancake. Good analogy. I like it. And Kate, how you?
So this is just simple operant conditioning. Whenever someone has a behavior that you like and want them to continue, just validate that. Give them a reward, give them a compliment around it. It's very similar to the idea of like training an animal. As humans, we're very similar. So in this case, Sky, she came on and was like bubbly, energetic. She was like putting in an effort. I want to encourage that. So what do I say? It's amazing. Look, I actually thought you were kind of boring and shy. This also, again, stimulates a little bit of emotion. You take her on that roller coaster. But yeah, look, I thought you were boring and shy, but you're amazing. So now she's validated by that. She will want to, throughout this speed date, try to replicate that. This doesn't just work on women, this works on everyone. And it's not manipulation, it's just really simply validating what you like in people. So if you're at work and someone's helping you out, appreciate that, tell them that, give them that reward, and they're gonna be more likely to do it. And it same goes for setting boundaries. A lot of guys ask how to set boundaries. Simply don't give attention and value to things that you don't like. And when it's necessary, call it out or remove that attention and focus, especially when it comes to women dating relationships. So without getting in too much detail, dates like this, reward, encourage behaviors that you like.
Yeah, not bad. What about you?
Amazing. Always amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I had a late night. So I'm in Australia right now. So I woke up a little earlier than expected. But otherwise life's good.
Always be positive. How are you? Amazing. Had some good tonality. Have the loud voice. Now here I did a couple of things. I DHV'd, so display high value. I want them to know good things about me. So Australian. It's always got a positive perception in girls' eyes. So I try to get that as quick as I can. So look, sorry, I'm in Australia. It's an excuse, I'm Australian. And also here, I tried to bait. Look, I had a late night. It was a lot crazier than expected. Or what did I say? I had to get up way earlier than expected. This allows them to ask, what were you doing? Right? Why were you up so late? Now, maybe they think I'm fucking. Now, what actually happened is I was doing our podcast, Sex with Kat and Mark. You guys can check that out. But essentially, I was interviewing a tantric coach. So I thought that could be a really good sexual topic where I could have authority ground to bring up. So that's what I tried to bait here. Sorry, I had a late night. Now, obviously, it wasn't the most extreme bait in the world. Like, I could continue this if I really wanted to. I could keep bringing up what I did last night. But it was just a little simple one I threw out. Throw it out, see if I hooked. If not, cool, move on. But if it hooked, great. But at the end of the day, always be positive, which you see here.
Well, that's good.
Perfect.
All right. So let's find out a little bit about you guys. So where are you guys from exactly?
I'll go first, I guess. I'm from Indianapolis, so if you know where that is.
Okay, I have no fucking idea where that is. Can you help me out?
So where
Now this is important. A lot of times guys feel like they have to know everything. You don't, right? Sometimes I ask girls what they do for work. I have no idea what they just fucking said. Like, what the hell is that shit? But there's a couple ways to manage it. You can be like, oh, sorry, I don't know what that is. Can you please explain? And you sound maybe a little bit insecure or unsure. Here, I say with authority, I don't know, right? That's the key. I don't know what the fuck that is. Yo, where is that? You can be playful with it. So there's a way to answer when you don't know. And it's not insecure, butthurt, unsure, or pretending that you know and then go called out for it. Just confidently tell them. I don't know.
Who is?
I'm going to say yes, so I don't sound stupid. So yes, I know exactly where Chicago is. Yeah.
South.
So here I'm just being a bit playful.
East of Chicago, a little bit.
Okay, perfect. All right, that really narrows it down for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And Kate, whereabouts are you from?
So originally I'm from Belarus, but now I'm in Boston.
Belarusian girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
All
Russian,
right.
it's correct. Belarusian. It's
Belarusian, yeah. When did you?
So notice that. She was like, yeah, you got it right. Not Russian, Belarusian. Because that's something they get all the time, I'm sure, especially in America. So with girls like this, let's say from Belarus, Ukraine, Russia itself, they have a very similar stereotype. Now, not all of them the same, obviously, but there is a certain stereotype that you want to play into. Now, one, understanding where the fuck they're from and a little bit of that about their culture is going to go a long way. They also tend to be used to very dominant men. I don't know if anyone's ever been to those countries or are from there, but look at the way the girls and the guys, the relationships, the dynamic that it is. The guys are very fucking dominant. So you need to have an element of that when you're interacting with these girls. It's super important.
How long ago?
9 months ago.
9 months, that's it.
Yeah.
Your English is fucking amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
because
I'm
because I think it's because of my graduation. So I used to study at linguistic university and originally I'm interpreter of 2 languages. That's why maybe.
Damn. I mean, Skash, so English is fucking on point, no?
Yeah.
Impressive.
So I did 2 things here. Whenever a girl is non-English speaking, as in like the English isn't their first language, compliment the fuck out of it. It's that simple. Don't make fun of it. Don't tease them. Just compliment it. Because if you've ever learnt a language, you will understand this. You become self-conscious about it. And especially if you're learning French and speaking to a French person, like you know you're going to fuck up and you know you're going to say things wrong with the wrong pronunciation. And so what you might do is withdraw a little bit and use less vocabulary and speak less. Whenever you're speaking to a girl that doesn't have the best English, compliment the fuck out of it. Even if it's rubbish, right? Like I picked French for a reason. One, like French girls only, I like French girls. But the other reason is in Australia or like English speaking places, they tend to have the worst accent. As in like they tend to struggle the most. So I would even say like your English is great. They're like, low battery. They're like, no, it's not, it's rubbish. And you're like, no, look, for a French girl, it's great. They're like, oh, thank you. And now they're encouraged more. So even if Kate had rubbish fucking English, which she actually has great English, I'd say, look, for a Belarusian girl, it's very good. It's very impressive. Like, I'm in shock. So it just encourages her to speak it a little bit more.
Definitely.
No, because I just came from Poland, right? So there's a lot of Ukrainians, Belarusians there. I spent like 6 months there. And I'm not gonna lie, their English is fucking rubbish, right? It's right. Like they are very feminine. They're very beautiful women. But damn, your English is impressive.
I have the same actual opinion. I went to Poland like 2 months ago, and I was not able to speak to them because they just, when you speak Russian, they just totally reject you. If you speak English, they don't understand you. So no way.
Sky, have you been?
By the way, I realized I forgot to mention what the second thing that I did last time is I'm trying to involve Sky in this, right? Sky, don't you agree? So it's these little ping statements that keep the conversation between the 3 of us. And also right then I throw in, hey, look, I've been traveling here. So I wanted to know, like, I've been meeting a lot of Ukrainian women. I know what Russia is like. I know the Belarusian girls. I'm trying to let her know I understand her just a little bit.
No.
Is that you sounded Australian then for a second?
No,
is that your Australian accent? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Have you been to Australia?
If you want to fly me out, yeah, we can.
Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing.
So now this is a little bit of playful banter between me and Sky here. So inviting her out, like it's kind of like a softish close, I guess you could call it. But we're playing on this, and she comes out with the Australian accent. So there's some good banter and chemistry here.
All right, Kate. You and Sky coming to Australia with me tomorrow. All right. Do you have plans, Kate?
Yeah, I do have.
You have plans?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna have to cancel those plans. Is it more important than coming with Sky to Australia?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, let's travel together. I'll travel to Boston and we'll fly together.
All right, this is a perfect example of like America versus Belarusian, right? Because American girls like, yeah, let's party. Belarusians like, we shall see. Okay.
Now you can see by this reaction it hits, and this because there's a lot of truth to it. Now, Kate was like taking me seriously. Like when you're with Belarusian women, Ukrainian people, you sometimes can't joke. You just have to be very serious because you'll joke and they just will go over their head and they're very serious. They don't understand that you're being sarcastic. Here you can see, like I was like, all right, let's jump on a plane tomorrow. You can come here. She answered it very logically, which was actually, I'm busy. I have plans tomorrow. I'm sorry about that. So I want to call that out. Like, look, you take things very seriously. It's always a maybe. You always have to think about it. The American girl's like, yeah, I'm down.
Sure. Right? I need the man to make me, okay? He needs to be very strong, dominant, and tell me what to do. This is, yes.
That's not about this, so yeah.
Okay. All right. So what do you...
Sometimes, yeah. So yes, it's true.
Definitely yes. I know. So what are you busy with, Kate? What do you got on tomorrow?
I'm going to work, and in the evening I need to meet my friends, and we'll go and do some painting with wine. So...
Say it again, sorry, what was that last part?
Painting with wine.
This, what do they call it? Like sip and paints or some shit?
Yeah, like that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been to that once before, except, yeah, it was a different drug. But anyway, it's...
if you know, you know.
It's good times. Yeah. So what do you do for work, Sky? What do you study?
So, well, for work, I'm a cheerleader for a hockey team. Just like a side
That's your
gig.
actual job?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm a senior in college, so I'm just kind of doing that. So, yeah.
I love your dance moves after you told me things.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it. You got the lights in the background. We're pumping. All right. And
so notice the way I responded to what she told me. Because she's like, I'm a cheerleader or something. It's very common for a lot of guys when you hear cheerleader or model to be like, oh, that's so cool. Oh my God. Here I challenged it a little bit. Like, hell, that's your actual job? Well, no, it's not my actual job. And then I did follow with some, positive, let's say, reaction afterwards. I always think like, I want to create some roller coaster. I want some emotion when I'm responding. So I could just say, okay, cool. And Kate, what about you? But fuck that. You'll notice when I actually, let's move back.
Senior in college, so I'm just kind of doing that. So, yeah.
I love your dance moves.
So she went like, yeah. Now I mentioned her dance moves, and now we get a much more positive response from her.
The lights in the background, we're pumping. All right, and so what exactly are you studying?
So I'm doing advertising and public relations and social media and all that. Yeah.
Do you know what you actually want to do with your life, or is it just like whatever?
I want to be like the next Hannah Montana. Like that's really the goal.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trolling me or what?
Oh. I really have no plan. I'm just free balling right now.
Okay, I need your opinion on this, right? I need your opinion because I can't read Sky. I'm not sure if she's like this very innocent, like almost southern country vibe, or it's all a facade. What do you think, Kate?
I think that Sky is is authentic. So
I'm legit, man.
It has her individual style. It's not about the country and like American style and like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's.
So again, I wanted to make it more three-way, bring Kate into this. And what I was trying to get at here was framing Sky as a little bit, look, I can't tell if you're innocent or not. I wanted her to come out and be like, no, I'm not, right? I'm more wild than you expect. I'm not as innocent as you think. And I kind of wanted Kate to feel the same way or say the same thing. But again, very logical, very, very serious, and just answers this in a very non-offensive way. No, I think she's an authentic person.
Like, she comes off as very like sweet and innocent, but I don't know. I think there's a crazy side maybe.
Man, I wish. I'd be
You
way
wish?
cool. I would be way Let me tell you.
Oh, love it. Let's go.
So I think there's a lot of truth to that. I don't think she is actually that wild, and we find out later, like her late count's pretty low, and so we need to find ways to encourage that a little bit, which we'll see later.
Let's go. All right. So what do you do for fun then, Sky? Like, what's your outlet? What's your crazy?
Man, I can't sit still. Like, I'm going out, sing karaoke, and I host dinner parties a lot. I play piano when I'm bored. Like, I'm a performer, I guess. You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Number one, Carrie. Sorry, Kate. I'm gonna ask you a question in a second, but I have to find this out. What is your?
So again, I felt that internal clock right now. Fuck, I've been speaking to Sky a little bit too long. Kay might be getting bored. And you see her reaction. She's like, oh, what, you spoke to me? So it brings her back in. Like, Kay, I'll be with you in a second. It's like this false time constraint almost.
Your number one karaoke song?
My go-to
We're gonna
song.
do like, if we're gonna change this from speed dating to speed karaoke, what would it be?
I have a few. For you, I would probably sing, what's it called? Bad Romance by Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why Bad Romance? All right. Here we
It's
go.
awesome.
Oh, look at that, Sky. I got a mini blue light in the background.
Hey, let's go.
Look at that. It looks like it's having a stroke. Looks like it's having a panic attack. All right, cool. Let's do now one-on-one. I'm not going to ask the girls to vote yet, even though it does. You know what? Actually, no. I should ask them to vote now because that would be an unfair advantage, and then they can change the answer if they need to later on. So, Sky, would you go on a date with Marcus?
He seems cool.
But you know he's like 38.
He could find me out.
Yeah, so this 38 thing, she just rejected someone earlier for being too old. And that made me laugh when I came on because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm older than that guy. And he tests here. He's 38, like picked a much higher age. And she's still like, no, I'm still attracted.
All right, there we go.
Sugar daddy. Yeah, let's go.
Kate, would you go on a date with Marcus?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you did
Such a Belarusian answer. I'm surprised she didn't say maybe. Yes.
I mean, your work is pretty much done for you, but let's see what you can do one-on-one. I'll do like, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes per girl, a person.
Yes.
Who do you want to start with?
I need to brush my hair.
All right. We'll let Sky brush her hair, and we'll start with Kate.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I gotta be careful there. Like, who are you gonna pick? You don't want to give away your cards at that point, right? You're trying to build attraction with both girls. And so if I'm like, yeah, look, I want to go with Kate, it might sound trivial, but you don't want to distance one of the girls too heavily. Now, it's not a big problem. You can always overcome it if she gives some shit. It really doesn't matter too much. But having a reason there was quite optimal, right? Okay, look, we'll let Sky go brush her hair. Kate, let's do it. Even though, look, at this point, I'm probably a little bit more attracted to Sky.
Hey.
Hey, Kate. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Amazing. So what is it that you do for work? Because I know you can't come to Australia tomorrow because of your very important job. So
Yes.
what exactly?
Again, a bit of sarcasm, though I think she finally understood.
Technology. Engineering.
Technology.
Yeah,
Okay, you're smart.
maybe yes. Yeah, it's
I think so.
about robotics. So some kind of, mix of hardware and software.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's impressive. All right. So you
Yeah,
speak about 1,000 languages. You have amazing English, and you work with robots.
Yeah.
This is very intimidating. I'm gonna have to read some more books before you come out to Australia.
So I'm just testing out, once again, how some validation works here. So giving it some validation, it seems to be working fine.
This is
No need. So but
Okay.
yeah, it's sometimes it's boring just to be too too keen on study and work.
no.
And I do love to go for fun and just spend some time just outside of the work. So yeah, no books.
No, that's okay. So I guess same question that I was curious with about Kate, because I think it actually tells me a lot about someone because everyone always asks what do you do? And you always answer your job. But I guess what I'm more curious about is what do you do in your life as the outlet? What is your passion? What is fun? What do you do outside of your job?
So this question had two objectives. One, I wanted to actually be a little bit more serious, sound more articulated, intelligent, hit those points that she's going to find attractive about a guy, but also move it towards, okay, let's not have a fucking boring conversation about what you do in your job. Like, where is your fun? Where is your outlet? Let's hit that.
Too many things, but I try to stick to several hobbies and not to change them too frequently. The first one about what I'm too passionate is motorcycle. Then also music. I also used to play piano. Then working out. I used to go to the gym. Like for the last month, I was at the gym each and every day. Maybe like it's kind of addiction. Yeah, but I can't stay like without this even one day. Yeah.
Do you have a nice booty, Kate? I have to interrupt you. Are you like booty maxed?
What is it?
Do you do a lot of squats in the gym?
I used to do CrossFit.
CrossFit, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Track and field and CrossFit. Yeah, and I'm dreaming about taking part in marathon. Yeah, sometime later on in Boston. Yeah.
All right, so you're fit. This is good. All right, I like this.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Again, validation's responding very well too.
Listen, I know you're wearing like a baggy sweater and you're sitting down. Like
it's
you're hiding your booty. Yeah, you're hiding your booty. I understand. Listen, when you come to Australia, there's no hiding booties allowed. Okay, you gotta flaunt that booty. That's the rule. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean.
All right, so we've taken it from being very serious to maybe laughing a little bit, talking about a booty, sexualizing the conversation.
What about you? What do you do for fun?
I also have an amazing booty. Yeah, I squat every day. No, I like to go out. I like to socialize. My number one thing though is.
So again, I ran a bit of a joke there, and it's just not hitting. Like at that point, I should have known. Like stop trying to fucking make humor at this point. So, but I recalibrate here. So you'll notice my tone just switches completely from being like joking to very serious. Let's see it.
I have an amazing booty. Yeah, I squat every day. No, I like to go out. I like to socialize. My number one thing though is okay. There's three things, Kate. All right, there's three things. One is the socializing and partying. One is free diving. I don't know if you know what this is. It's like you dive, you hold your breath. It's very meditative, relaxing. And then I don't know if you know what I do for work. So I'm a dating and sex coach, right? So I know for Belarusian girls, we're not allowed to talk about sex, but Yeah, she knows. She knows. There's a lot of truth to that. Now, this girl's probably a little bit more westernized. She's living in America. But a lot of Belarusian girls are going to be very difficult to have a sexualized conversation with. It's definitely possible. You should do it. You should move things forward sexually. But it is, you usually get some pushback. I do not talk about this. This is not my culture. Like that. Sex, right? I love that moment of being completely lost in another person, feeling each other's pleasure, like guiding that, leading, like you take full control. So in that moment, it's a very primal experience for me, right? There's nothing else in life that gives you that feeling of complete control, empathy for another person, and then seeing someone in like complete and like just utter bliss, like the happiest they've been. So that's what I like to do.
Yeah, she likes this. And that's how you should look to describe your jobs. Now, obviously, I have a very advantageous job to describe, but try think about the things that are going to actually hit. What sounds attractive? What sounds interesting? And here she's like, okay, fuck. What did she learn from this? This guy really likes to take control. He likes the feeling back and forth of sex. He likes to see the girl to have the best experience of her life. Ask this girl after this comment, do you think this guy's good in bed? Of course she's going to say yes. Do you think this guy's dominant? Of course she's going to say yes.
I have never heard like even this, such description of that before. Yeah, it's just first time. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Yeah, the more passion you have, the more intensity, then the more pleasure. Like everything.
Well,
and look at this guy's face. She's like loving it.
I definitely know how I'm going to describe my job next time I get asked that question. That was a top-notch explanation right there. I just simply say, "Oh, I'm a sex and dating coach." Yeah. Been doing it for but I like the oomph you got to your explanation. All right, cool. Let's take me and Kate off and let's see what happens with.
Just kidding.
Guy.
Hey.
Hey. Your hair looks great.
It's a little more smoothed out now.
Yeah, no, it's.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't want to say anything when we were on the group call, but I was like, this girl should like brush her hair or something.
I know, it was really frizzy.
Yeah, I didn't want to be rude.
I do enjoy these interactions a lot more. There's room here to banter, be sarcastic. As well, you got to be careful you don't get stuck here. So we're gonna move forward sexually, but yeah, it's more enjoyable.
Nah, it looks great. It looks great.
Oh, thanks.
So where have you actually been traveling? I know you come to see me, but where else?
So actually, a weekend or two ago, I went to St. Louis for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, world traveler over here.
St. Louis. All right. I was actually in St. Louis this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, a quick little DHV about traveling.
My business
What do you
partner is
think?
from there.
Okay, what do you think of it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. I mean, I spent this year. I spent like a month in Mexico and then 2 months in Miami. So I mean, that was the fun part, you know.
That's cool. I've never been out of the United States, so I feel like I haven't really seen
Motherfucker.
anything.
Sky, like, don't
I
be.
know.
Listen, you can't be the typical American girl. I'm sorry. Like you're sitting there like.
Yeah, this is a roller coaster. Don't be afraid to push the girl away a little bit. So calling her a typical basic fucking American girl that doesn't travel, yeah, it's great. It has this emotion. She was very surprised. Now she couldn't be any closer to the fucking screen right now.
Hannah Montana, like, you gotta get out of America, yo. Like,
No, I
go through
know. I
Europe.
really
Yeah.
want to. I just don't have the funds for that, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna find you a sugar daddy today, okay? Listen, I'm gonna be. Whoa, I'm gonna spill my water. I'm gonna be your man, okay? Right? I'm gonna be your
Tell
man.
me
But we're gonna find someone to look after the money side of things, okay? So if there's anyone here with some cash, all right, just flirt with them a little bit. You're good. You're good at flirting, actually. Like, you got the pancake hot and ready. I can see you're good at flirting.
Yeah.
Right? You got your hair done now, all right? So
Oh, that's
you
funny.
come out, hang out with me, do all that, and then we'll get a sugar daddy to fly you back. So,
Cool. Yeah.
all right. We need a plan of attack. Okay. What's your go-to flirting card? Have you thought about this?
My what?
Your flirting card. Like, what's your move?
My move?
I've seen a few. Yeah, I've seen a few already. What are you talking about?
So this is just me framing her as like flirting with me. I've seen them. You've been. It's working. You've been doing it on me, or it's great. And just this overall reframe. Like, I am your fucking man. Let's find you a sugar daddy. It actually shows. Yeah, it's a little bit banterish, but it shows that I'm not needy. That I'm not this like super jealous guy. And guess what? I'm your fucking man.
Little giggle, laugh, look down.
I got no
Feminine.
game.
Oh, shut the fuck
I
up.
got no
It's working.
riz.
I'm not gonna lie, it's working. I mean, I'm attracted. It's
I
working.
got no riz over here.
There's a little bit of intent. I'm attracted.
All right. Well, you keep
My
being you.
move?
All right.
What?
I said you keep being you. Then it's working.
Thank you. Well, I think a lot of it, I was the only girl in my neighborhood. So I was running around with the boys in the woods,
Okay. All right.
Like, I have like a tomboy mind, but like girly exterior, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm like it. I think I don't agree with that, actually. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
I can hang.
Yeah.
As cringy as that sounds, I know it sounds cringy.
No. Listen. I think. Look, you could hang with the boys. I'm not.
So here is just a cold read, like something I've noticed. And again, the advantage of this is showing that I know what type of man she wants and I can identify it. But judging by this girl, like you'll hear me say it, I don't think she's like this very masculine girl, and I'm going to explain that.
But I don't think you have like a tomboy. When I think of like a tomboy mind, I'm thinking like a very masculine presence. Whereas honestly, like the thing I like about you, or like honestly from the beginning, is you have this very like playful, giggly, very like feminine energy, which is what I like. Even like you're down to earth, right? I think that's what you mean by tomboy. But there's a difference.
Yeah.
You're not
I like to
not
play.
like some. Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
fun. That's fun.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. I am who I am, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So how many boyfriends have you had before?
I've had one serious boyfriend.
Just one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very picky.
When I say like boyfriend, like I mean like partners. Like how many guys have you had?
So basically here I want to find out how much experience she's had sexually. If I just came out and said how many guys you fucked, they're probably going to get some non-compliance here. So how many boyfriends do you have is the first step of the ladder. Well, how many guys have you been with?
Like
dating, whatever, you know what I mean? Like casual or more serious.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah.
Oh, maybe like 2 a year. I don't know.
Okay, how old are you?
21. So I'm young.
Yeah, that's cute. I like it.
Like, I'm not,
I like
I'm
it.
very. It takes a certain person to vibe with my energy.
Yeah.
Like if a guy is insecure, I can't hang out with him because he's just gonna take me down. You know.
Do you know it's that?
It's very true. Very true for almost all women, but especially women with a strong feminine side. So that's why like you can't be that insecure guy in front of her. It's okay to have insecurities. That's completely fine. We all do. Just don't bring him up and showcase him in front of a girl you just met.
On inside of you, honestly, right? Like you have this very giggly feminine side. You're used to hanging around guys. Like you need someone that knows what's up, right? That can take control, take charge, for sure.
Yeah.
Right? I think if you meet another guy with the same feminine energy as you, like there's no polarization, right? Like it's just you'll clash, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, like at first I'll like a guy who has maybe more of like a feminine side, and then it just kind of like deteriorates as time goes on because like we're both combating for like the attention. I don't know. Yeah. So you get it.
Yeah.
There it is. You get it. You understand. It's a huge attraction trigger.
So you are a little bit innocent, I think.
I get that a lot. I don't know if it's my big eyes. I don't know what it is.
as she bats her eyes in front of the camera.
I don't know what it is. But...
All right, we're gonna have to change that. We're gonna corrupt you.
Yeah, exactly. Careful with the innocent line. Like you don't want to actually frame girls over and over again as innocent, because as I was speaking about before, then they'll start acting that way, or they'll start to show sides of themselves that are congruent with that frame that you've set. So yeah, I kind of identified, okay, you are a little bit inexperienced, but that's not what I like. That's not what I want from you. We're gonna change that.
All right.
No.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah. Me and your new sugar
though.
daddy are gonna corrupt you. Okay, it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Wow, you're funny, Marcus Wolf.
That's so you.
Well, what's your secret talent, real quick, before you get cut off? I don't know when that's gonna be.
All right, we keeping this innocent, or we keeping this secret talent? Is this PG, or we going all out?
You know what? Surprised me. I'm curious now.
So just getting permission to sexualize. You know, do you want the innocent, boring version, or you want this more serious? So it's this getting permission will stop any of like, why the fuck are you telling me this? I didn't want to hear it. Any of that bullshit.
All right, Shibari is one of the things I love and one of my best talents. It's like the thing I'm the best at, I would say. And if you don't know what it is, it's like Japanese rope bondage. So there is like an artistic side to it, which I enjoy too, but also a sexual side. So the artistic side is you take a girl that's clothed, you tie her up to like a ring in the ceiling, and it's almost like acrobatic. She like swings around and she's like tied up and shit. And then obviously there's like the bedroom side where it's bondage and you're taking away the girl's let's say autonomy a little bit. She's able to let go, so she's not thinking as much. So that's my happy place for sure. It's my best skill.
Your happy place.
It's my happy place.
So again, what's your best skill? I don't want to be like, fuck, I can down a 6-pack of beers and blah. Like, don't give some boring skill or something that she's not actually going to be attracted to. I pick something that she's going to find interesting, that she's going to be able to picture herself tied up in my fucking rope. Like, that's what I picked. So think about it. Think about it ahead of time, right? This is something these girls are going to ask. What's your favorite thing? What's your talent? You should have something prepared to be optimized.
Interesting. I'm not experienced in any of that, so that's really interesting.
I know. That's why I said we're going to corrupt you. It's fine. We got time.
Yeah, I'm flexible.
Yeah. As in mentally or physically or both?
Ooh, both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is that what's your secret talent, Sky? What have I got to look forward to?
Well, you want PG or not, I guess. What's my party trick?
Give me R-rated. Give me the fucking craziest shit you can give me.
It's not that crazy. I can suck it in a back bend.
Nice, right? No matter what she said here, I'm gonna validate, because she's worried already. I'm inexperienced. I don't do any of that. Like, this might not be that good. I don't care if she said I kiss good, something boring, right? Always appreciate it. But think about the effort they're putting in and not actually what she said. So she can suck dick in a back bend. I mean, that's actually pretty fucking amazing. So I'm gonna validate it.
Damn. All right.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, wait there. Sorry. I'm just looking up tickets to Australia. Just give me 1 second. I'm just getting on the next flight over. That's in a backbend, yo.
All right, you see that bunk bed right there?
See the what?
I said, you see that bunk bed right there?
Yeah.
There's a handlebar right here. You hold on to it like this, and you do some pull-ups on it.
Okay, I'm impressed.
But like my actual trade trick, I'm classically trained in piano, so I guess whipping that out.
Nah, fuck that. I like this back.
Yeah, exactly. I'm keeping this on the topic. Don't talk to me about piano now.
Don't worry about it. All right, this fucking. You're not gonna come over and be playing piano. I can tell you that much, Sky. But that's cool. So you sing as well?
All right, I'll let that run pretty long because I thought that was funny and highly entertaining. Okay, I feel like I just keep making my lighting situation worse and worse. I just look kind of like a fucking. Look, I got too much sun now. Anyway, we'll just have to make the best of it. All right, so well, both girls said yes, but I guess we'll ask the question like this: after your one-on-one date with Marcus, do you want to go out with him more or less or the same amount?
Good question.
Me?
Sure. Start off with you.
What was the question?
After your one-on-one date, do you want to go out? Because you both said yes, but the question is, do you want to meet him more, less, or the same after your one-on-one date?
I think Marcus wants to see my back bend.
That's true.
I know, but what do you want, Sky? How do you feel?
Yeah, I'll stretch.
Okay. I think we got one you there. What about you, Kate?
My answer hasn't been changed, so the same. I mean, just no words, no letter. Just I made my decision. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, cool, good stuff. Yo, Marcus, do you want to stay on?
Alrighty, guys. So there it is. So I know last week we spoke a lot when I did this breakdown of the previous date about fundamentals. Just having a good, loud voice. Good subcoms, not fidgeting too much, having a good tonality, asking some simple questions in an interesting way, and then answering. Here, you saw a little bit more of the advanced side of things of moving this forward and sexualizing. So we took Sky, went from being, on the other dates, very quiet and very innocent, to now saying she wants to fly out to Australia to do a backbend and suck my dick. So it's, and again, it didn't take too much. You just have to move it towards these topics. Asking questions like, how many boyfriends have you had before? What do your relationships typically look like? What do you think of Tinder? Do you use it? What type of guy do you usually go for? Even in this context, have you been on these speed dates before? Any questions around these relationships, what the girls are into, are gonna move it more towards that sexual space. Then, of course, when they ask you questions, you can also move it there. They ask, what's your job? What's your favorite thing to do? What's your secret talent? All of these I kept based around pleasure and sexuality. It's going to be different for everyone, obviously, like everyone's not their job, but you can start to learn a little bit more around sexuality and then start to demonstrate this with girls. Even at the very basic level, if you're the type of guy that likes to see their girl have a good time and have pleasure, if you're the type of guy that's not selfish and will just go down on the girl, we'll give her a massage first. That is enough to start with. That's amazing. So you can bring this up. You can say, what type of guys you bring this topic and you're like, look, I love a girl that loves to feel appreciated, right? That is able to take it a little bit slow, especially in the bedroom. I like to take my time. Like one of my favorite special skills, massage. Right, when I massage a girl, I see it completely let go. She just melts into my hands, into the bed, and just feels every little touch after that. It's the most amazing experience. Yeah, you massage a girl, that's it. Right, it's simple. So anyway, guys, if you want to find out more, if you want to understand more step by step exactly what the fuck to do, if you want to ask questions around, yo, Marcus, this is my job, how should I say it? If you want to be like, okay, I know nothing about sex, teach me everything you fucking know, join the Mastermind. 2-week free trial, pop a link below, you can check that out. To see the full dates, other guys, I give feedback on this live stream, go check out Alex's channel, Playing with Fire. He's got some great content there. That's it, peace.